What's good, y'all? This is Bossy, and here today we're here with another banger reaction video here today. The title of this video is called The Internet Iceberg Chart Explained Much More Than Just the World Wide Web. I know you see how long this video is, bro. So make sure, like I always say with any long video, make sure to grab your snacks, your popcorns, your Arizonas, Subway sandwiches, bottle of waters, all that good stuff, bro, because this video is almost an hour long. I'm not gonna lie, there's not gonna be any editing during the video because this video is gonna take forever, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be well over an hour long, and it's just gonna take forever to render and whatnot. So, you know what I'm saying? I don't even know what the heck to expect, bro. But without further ado, though, I know this video is gonna probably trip me out. Without further ado, though, let's get right into the video. But first, for those who are new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button and don't forget to turn on that post notification so you get notification on when I post my next video. And also, do not forget to hit that like button too. I almost messed up my intro. Without further ado, let's get right into it, bro. I got literally 2 Arizona bottles on me. So, you know what I'm saying? I know I'm going to be chilling. I'm going to be lit. And, you know what I'm saying? Let's just chill and let's get right into the video, bro. All right, let's get it. Oh my God, this looks bad.
The internet. You know it and you love it. Well, sometimes at least. I'm gonna take a fair guess and say that you know what internet is.
What the heck is this?
I mean, you're on it right now.
Okay, also I'm not gonna pause the video too much as well, but what the heck is this 5 frames per second like game? Like, bro, step up your PC, my boy.
It's a bit. But how much
do you know? Why is the game moving at 5 frames per second?
Just the World Wide Web. And this iceberg, even though it's 35 pages long, still can't skim the majority of things.
This
that
dude has
a
little bit of an accent too.
The creator of this iceberg,
I don't know.
/ the best YouTuber, well, we'll see about that one, has done a fantastic job of finding as much trivia about the internet as possible. He actually found more than people usually do when it comes to icebergs, so this one is a bit longer than normal. So I'm gonna try not to spend too much time on it. I don't want you to get lost in the rabbit hole. So without further ado, let's dig down.
Both dice, but YouTube, Netflix, yeah. This is a
YouTube.
softcore stuff.
Hey, you, come over here. Have you heard of this place called YouTube? Okay,
yeah, that's where we are right now.
YouTube is literally the most visited site on the whole internet. Even my grandpa know what it is, which means it's pretty service level. YouTube truly is a defining feature of the internet. For some people it is the internet. For some it's a career, for some it's a pastime, for some it's music. YouTube can be everything you want it to be. It truly captures the soul and the mind of the internet. Netflix.
That's bad footy.
Netflix is a popular streaming service where you can watch endless amounts of movies, both documentaries, Hollywood made, their own made.
I like how innocent the music starts out, like, and they're like literally like halfway through the layer, like halfway through the video is gonna get really spooky and eerie. I like how happy the music is right now.
Well, I have nothing else to do. Because why go to the movies for $20 when that can buy an unlimited amount of movies at home for a whole month? Wikipedia. Wikipedia is a free encyclopedia filled with all the world's knowledge and thoughts that can be found in most languages. Wikipedia is a perfect example of the good thought behind the internet. Endless knowledge right at your fingertips.
Wikipedia is not trustworthy at all,
think
but
of something, anything at all.
Okay.
Now, quickly, go to Wikipedia and see if you can find an article about it, because you most likely can. Some people say that it's too good to be true, and let
I ain't gonna lie, bro, my boy, the dude recording this video, bro, you know what I'm saying, you've really got it, bro. Bro, this microphone right here, bro, come on, bro. You can't, $40. This is $40. $40 for this microphone right here. Come on, bro. You gotta, my boy, you're literally talking through a potato right now. I could barely understand what you're saying, bro, but
literally anyone, right?
It's hard for me to make it out.
It's fact, it's a bad idea.
It sounds like he has the mic in his esophagus.
Say that. And even though there are people who making raids and
for only $40, you could get a Blue Snowball mic.
This
like,
is
come
not
on, bro.
only a rare occurrence on a large scale, but we have to remember that Wikipedia is guarded by an army of nerds. And that's not me making fun of them. This is me praising these valuable people. They know a whole lot about a certain subject, and they look over the articles to make sure that they are correct, so people get the knowledge they need.
Okay.
I salute you, fine people. PewDiePie.
There's a bunch of
Felix
lies.
Arvid
I like that how
Ulfsilberg
PewDiePie has like
Ulfsilberg.
his own thing
PewDiePie
outside
can be
from
described
YouTube.
as the king of YouTube. With an astonishing 108 million subscribers,
Damn.
he is the largest content creator on the site. Felix has captured the heart
T-Series
of
beat
millions
him,
with 10
but
years of content. From
true.
barrels and amnesia to memes and awards, he has crossed many bridges, like a true soldier. He has gone a long way with thousands of videos. He is so well known, I don't even need to introduce him anymore because you already know who he is. Creepypasta. Creepypasta is a combination of the phrases creepy or creepy content and copy paste. Creepypastas are more or less internet ghost stories which are spread around the internet. There are countless of them, all from well-known legends to lonesome tales, psychological horror to existential horror, well-written stories to kids trying to be edgy. There's a lot of those, actually. Creepypastas has stood the test of time and has become the most known horror genre on the web. It has its own website filled with creepy stories and tales, so if you ever need a ghost story, you know where to find one. Facebook, the social media you have to have for some reason.
Okay.
Facebook is one of the biggest social media groups on the internet, and it is here you can find the most people. There are others like Instagram or Snapchat, or do even dare say MySpace, but for some reason Facebook has a whole different
I don't even know. RP MySpace, bro. RP.
These are 3 things your grandpa
RP
can do:
MySpace.
solitaire, Facebook, and deer hunting videos on YouTube. Slender Man. You remember those?
Oh, I forgot about Slender
we were just
Man.
talking about? Well, this is the creepypasta in a way. Slender Man has a long and proud story which could cover an entire video for itself, and we all know at least some of the stories behind them. Slender Man might have started off as nothing more than an image, but he has gone through a lot. We have all seen the Let's Players poop their pants, or even themselves, and we have all heard the stories about him, or at least some variations of it. But even though it's at the top of the list, there is still a lot to cover. Like for example, the kid who got stabbed to death in a forest in the hope of
Yep, I heard about that. Yep, girl got stabbed what, like 20 times? Surprised she even survived.
Still a lot to remember. Jeff the Killer. So now that we are on the topic of creepypasta.
Wait, hold on, let me skip this. Hold on. Yep. Skipping through that. Skipping through that. I hate seeing that. If you guys don't know, I hate seeing that thing's face so much. Jeff the Killer. Skipping through that. Skipping through that. Skipping through that. Okay, I don't even know how far I went, but anything that involves Jeff the Killer, I don't want nothing to do with it, because I think Jeff the Killer is probably the most creepiest thing I ever had to lay my eyes on, even though I just had to see, like, that version of the picture wasn't even scary, to be honest. It's the other one for me, bro. It's the deep-fried yellow one for me. I ain't gonna lie.
It's become a hotbed for people to spread their political views.
Like, I like how he has his own creepy part. I like how he has his own thing, like.
Are the same in the fact they are both right and wrong, but not on Twitter for some reason. If people disagree with you, which will happen, you will get raided, cancelled, or banned. I can't believe this.
I don't even know how far I went.
Powerful man on Earth.
Okay, I think I'm on Twitter.
Used to be the most powerful man on Earth. Oof. There's still a normal side of Twitter with memes and.
Oh, we on Twitter. Yeah, I went kind of far. I don't even care if I skip that. I was not about to see that.
Web. Ah, this one you thought was gonna be lower, but behold, it's normie knowledge. The dark web is the World Wide Web content that exists on darknet or overlay networks.
Dark web is normal knowledge.
Require specific software configurations or authorization to access. The dark web is not to be confused with the deep web, which is a level above the dark web. It has become a legend, a place where the most gruesome and criminal activities happen. The internet of evildoers. Many people know a few of the different kinds of sites which has been rumored to be found in the dark web. You can sell drugs, buy weapons, join cults even. This place is known to be a dark place. People can trace you, people can hack you. Viruses can easily flood onto your computer if you aren't careful. So I wouldn't recommend going down there, but I'm not your boss.
Bro, just don't go over there, period, bro. Just don't even do it to yourself.
It's a place where you can constantly show who you are, and everything you can do or have done can be traced back to you. I can see why people would want to be anonymous. The word anonymous just means to be unknown, but what is meant on the iceberg is more than that. Anonymous is a groove, a kind of movement of sorts, which thrives for free speech and is against exploitation and the misuse of the internet. The movement wants the internet to be a free place where people can do as they want. They don't think that there should be borders on the internet. They don't want big tech companies to control who can do what they want, and they don't think people should be punished for having an opinion, no matter what it is. It's a movement which wants the internet to be what has always been, a space, not some place where influence means power. The Logan Paul Suicide Forest Incident.
Oh yeah.
This is a popular occurrence / incident which happened back
I
on
remember
December
this.
31st, 2017. Logan Paul uploaded a vlog on his vlogging channel where he went out to the suicide forest in Japan.
I don't know what. I have no idea to this day what was going through this guy's head right here. Like, I don't get what was the point of him showing a dead body on YouTube, thinking it was a good idea. Like, I get it, you was probably having fun and you was probably shocked at the moment and it's a vlog or whatever, but come on, bro, you're showing a dead body on the tube, bro. Like, you
just knows to be
and you're a big YouTuber. Like, you know you should have expected all the slander, bro. You should have expected to get canceled.
Logan,
of course, people were going to try to cancel you.
Went to the forest to see it in person. What he did not expect was to actually find a person hanging from the tree.
You should know that's not
What
okay by YouTube.
Afterwards, sparked a huge controversy and made many people question the safety of YouTube. When finding the body, he uploaded the video to YouTube, knowing well that the body would be seen to millions of people.
Oh yeah, he even put as the. Oh my god, he tried to use a dead body as a way to get views. This guy's out of pocket.
But this turned into
it was
chaos,
on trending
and it
too.
will not be forgotten.
Like YouTube didn't even take it down. Like they put it on their
It has
trending.
become internet history. Even though the result of the incident is over and Logan has changed his ways, the result is still set in stone. Jacksepticeye. Sean William McLaughlin, better known as Jacksepticeye, is a well-known YouTuber with 26.2 subscribers.
I seen this dude. I seen some of this dude's videos.
PewDiePie's is a story which could remind many of a success story. Sean was raised as an average boy from Ireland who started recording YouTube videos during his days in college back in 2012. He recorded just whatever he wanted to and slowly began to gain a following. When he got a shot from PewDiePie, that was when it went wild. He began quickly to spike in popularity and quickly became a well-known face to many. He has since collabed with many YouTubers he used to look up to as a fan.
Oh, now we get the tip of the iceberg.
4chan.
Dang, that one part of the iceberg lasted 13 minutes? Jesus.
4chan is a popular
11 minutes, I mean. I had to skip that Jeff the Killer one, bro. I'm sorry. That face is just too creepy for me. Thank God he didn't show the other variant. That one is actually scary.
It is completely
that one isn't even that bad.
None can see who you are, and none can really trace you. Well, they can.
4chan is full of weirdos.
This opens up for a lot of freedom, as people can no longer be afraid to be seen as some kind of monster when they post something. 2. 4chan is known to not give a single fuck. So many mysteries, trends, and chaotic events are known to have been created in this place. More specifically, on the infamous Political Incorrect board. One of the classics might be Ball for People, which was created on this place. Even though some might dislike 4chan, it is mostly just a place for people to talk about what they want to without being judged for who they are. Steam. Steam is a program developed by Valve Corporation which is used to play many different types of games.
Play many games.
Since Steam was created by Valve, it has a lot of Valve classics on it, like Half-Life, Counter-Strike, and Team Fortress.
What's so bad about
this? It's
this?
also a place where you can find many other famous games not made by Valve themselves. It is known to be a place where you can publish your games to a wider audience. It is the place to go when searching for a new game to buy. Lavender Town Syndrome.
Wait, what the heck? Why is Steam underneath it? I thought Steam was really famous. Like I thought that's like, you know, like darn near a must thing to get, like a must thing to get if you want to play video games on your computer, bro. What? I feel like that should have been on the surface, not even on the tip of the iceberg.
Tale from the lands of the internet.
Oh, it is the Pokemon freaking theory. Lavender Town. Yep. Pokemon.
Lavender Town is a town you can visit.
Gen 1 Pokemon. Yes, sir.
The town itself
this is really my childhood right here. This is middle school.
The game with a giant cemetery tower right next to the town. Lavender Town Syndrome, however, is what the town is most known for. Legends say that the music which follows when you enter into the town is haunted. It is said that the original Japanese version of the song has led many kids to become so depressed that a few has ended their own life, just because of the pure sadness that followed this place. Lavender Town has actually a lot of creepy legends fit to it, like the Ghost Hand, Buried Alive, and the Dead Eradicate. But are they real? That's up for you to decide. They aren't, but it's up for you still. Polybius. Polybius was a strange and weird
Polybius is
activity
on the
which
tip.
found around America.
Pause.
The
Pause
arcade
on that,
itself
but
showed up
the
seemingly out of
tip
nowhere. The arcade
only
was
on the
black
tip
bronze
of the
with
surface.
stripes on it.
I heard a lot of
The
things
image
about
shining
this
with
freaking
shapes and
haunted
colors, and some say
arcade machine
that men in
thing,
black
whatever.
came frequently
This
to
LSD.
study these machines.
I don't even
The
know.
arcade became clouded in mystery and conspiracy as two kids supposedly disappeared after playing the game. Another kid claimed that he was abducted after playing the game, where he had mind-altering side effects. There's many movies and series inspired by these events, and even a conspiracy saying it was inspired by MK Ultra. But nothing major was
I heard that the
discovered
government used this
surrounding
thing.
these mysteries. Reddit.
Oh,
Smells
yeah.
like virgin in here. Reddit is another popular social media.
I ain't gonna lie, Reddit and 4chan, bro, those are the Bro, those are like the two savages. Like, if you think you can handle the internet in every single way possible, bro, go to Reddit and 4chan, bro. That's the way to go, bro. Them guys do not give no like nothing, bro. They don't care, bro. They really don't. By the way, have you seen what a Reddit mod look like?
Media,
Let's continue.
news-giving, content, rating site on the internet. Unlike many other medias, this place is not centered on the person, but on the subjects. Reddit is filled with what is known as subreddits, which is a side of Reddit where a certain subject, like a show, a game, a fandom, an idea, or politics, are discussed by those who are interested in it. You know, now that I said it out loud, that just sounds like an echo chamber, actually. It is a place perfect for introverts, since everyone wants to post something on the internet and be themselves, but a lot of people doesn't want the attention that it may give, making Reddit the perfect place to show your ideas. Reddit can be described as the social media for those who hate social media.
I'm
YouTube
dead.
Poop. YouTube
Social
Poop is an
media.
old type of video
That's
where
actually the
every-
perfect way to describe Reddit, to be honest. And YouTube poop. Oh my god. 2009 vibes. This is like what, 07, 08 vibes? Like the beginning of YouTube. Like
edit a certain clip from a known media
Like,
in hopes of achieving
08, 2008 vibes.
Oh yeah, comedy. Yeah, so I'm not really used to using comedy, so yeah. Even though these types of videos might not sound that funny to modern standards, some may say that it was the shit or poop back in the day.
Yeah, they
There was
were.
nothing
I ain't
more
gonna. I
than
found the
videos edited
YouTube
in a funny
poop
way
videos
where we
hilarious
constantly repeat
when
a
I
certain
was a
phrase or
kid.
2-second clip, but it was glorious, simple yet perfect. These have died out today, and if they're still being made, they aren't very popular like they were back in the 10s.
Hey, to be fair though, like literally, what kids find comedy nowadays is still very, very. It's still basically it's YouTube poop 2.0, bro. It's just instead of being called YouTube poop now, it's called memes. But like honestly, memes are like I don't even know. Comedy is just so random, like, and even videos with no context can be found funny by the new kids now. So
Harambe. Long blessed be the Lord, long live his reign, long shall he be known, for he is Harambe. Harambe was a silverback gorilla that used to live in Cincinnati Zoo until his quick death 28th of May 2016.
RP Harambe,
On
bro.
that day, a little boy, unknown by his mother, climbed into the gorilla's nest, where he fell down. Here Harambe quickly went over to
He
the
didn't
boy
deserve
and dragged
it.
him around and looked fascinatingly at him. The zookeepers, which were scared for the child's life, saw no option but to shoot Harambe. An outcry came from the public as they thought the shooting was uncalled for. But still, the world held its breath. Another gorilla got killed. Except the internet, which didn't think we should cry because it was over, but be joyous of what he was. They praised him, they memed him, and they blessed him. He knew many things, he was many things, but he will always be remembered. And missed. Dicks out. Country balls. Country ball.
Okay, I don't even know
also
what
known
the
as
heck this
Poland
is.
ball, is a type of webcomic where it would depict a certain nation as balls, where it would make comedic comments
Ayo.
about history, politics, culture, and that whole bundle. They're an easy way of poking fun at nations around the world, both your home one and others in the world. I myself have even made one back in the day, but nothing more came of it. Yeah, I got access to the subreddit. What up? Even though it's an easy way of showing a joke, there's a lot of small rules which must be kept. For example, no mouth, white eyes, America has sunglasses, Israel's a fox, they don't trust Germany, Norway's rich, Greece is poor. Ben
Out my
Drown,
ear.
another
Oh,
video
I
game
heard about this
creepypasta.
too.
Ben
Another
Drown is a popular
creepypasta.
creepypasta back in the day, which was formed around the game Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask. Ben Drown himself is a creepy, stiff figure of Link, eerily looking at the player, sometimes with black, bloody eyes. He's also known to teleport around, which is his main form of movement, I guess. The figure itself isn't that scary, it's more the backstory that's kinda scary. The original story of Ben Drown, short and sweet, was that a guy bought a copy of Majora's Mask from a creep. When he went home to play it, there was already a file named Ben. The guy didn't mind and just played as normally.
I'm not gonna
But
lie, I'm low key having a problem making out what this guy just is saying right here. I feel like it's not even the accent. It's this freaking potato. Like, this man is talking to a cucumber or something, bro. Like I said earlier in the video, bro. Like, bro, my boy, this mic is literally $40. I mean, bro, you should have asked. I'm assuming this dude is not in the U.S. or something. But come on, bro. Like, you gotta go ahead and raise him. You gotta raise your money to at least get this. This is like the cheapest the best cheapest mic you can get out in the market. $40, bro. Blue Snowball, bro. It blesses you up. Not like a freaking iPhone mic that you're talking through. Like, you're talking through your phone headphones or something. Like, that's not the way, bro. It's not. Like,
sudden things began
it's not
to
even the
become weird.
accent. It's just the
Glitches,
audio is just
twitching,
naturally
and weird
caca.
sounds.
It's throwing
At
me
one
off.
point, it looked like the game was corrupt.
It's harder for
and
me to
then
make out
he showed up.
in most videos.
The statue kept following
can still
him and
understand what you're
slowly
saying.
began to talk. It talked about a kid named Ben, a kid that drowned. So Ben drowned. He now haunts the game, and that's
Apparently, yeah. Apparently,
smiledog.jpg, smiledog.jpg, smiling dog, smile.jpg,
I
or
heard
any
about
other
this
variant of that
too.
name. It's not a creepypasta from the golden days of creepypastas. Smile is a picture of a demonic-looking Siberian husky just smiling at you, in many different ways, actually. The story behind it is simple, and honestly, a bit bland.
So it's basically a dog with human teeth they gave. Like, they try to give like the Jeff the Killer vibes all over
It's
it.
an image which just randomly appeared one day. The picture, just like the dog itself, is actually possessed by a demon, which will kill you if you don't repost the image. So it was more or less a guy
I ain't gonna lie,
scaring people into sharing his image.
The image.
What I find
I
most interesting
swear.
about this image
That's how it was when I was
is
in middle school. People post a lot of stuff like that. Like, they would basically do the same thing. Like, they would put like a creepy image or something, and they would be like, if you don't like my picture, you're gonna get killed, or this creature will come find you tomorrow or something. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's just something stupid like
not
that.
that weird.
People just find a
yet
dumb way to get
also
likes,
creepy.
bro.
It's just a
It gets
dog with a
reposts.
weird smile, and that's creepy enough.
I guess I feel like it's just the way how it is. I guess it's just how dark the picture is, and it's like a dog with human teeth or whatever. Oh, I see. Ew. Okay. Off the rip. Okay. Shout out to the SCP Foundation, bro. Shout out to the SCP. I do a bunch of reactions on the SCP Foundation. You know what I'm saying? I'm starting to get to know more into the SCP, but there's a lot of SCPs I still don't know about yet. I already told you guys, SCP-049 is my favorite SCP right now. But let's forget about that. 2 Girls, 1 Cup. I seen that video when I was in the 6th grade. I seen 10 seconds of it. I wish I could just remove that out of my head, but let's get it. I thought SCP was more known,
SCP Foundation, SCP stands for Secure, Contain, and Protect, is a fictional foundation that has become quite popular on the internet. The SCP Foundation finds and contains what are known as SCPs, which are monsters of a different type. There are beings and monsters that are out of this world, which possesses unknown superpowers and abilities. Most of these have certain themes around them. Some of the most known SCPs would be SCP-049,
Yes, sir.
SCP-173, and
096.
SCP-096.
How I knew. How I knew. I just knew he was gonna say 096, but those are like the three goats, bro. Those are like the LeBron, Kobe, and Jordan of the SCP Foundation. I knew it, like 096.
Real names, I'm just gonna call them by the numbers. The SCP Foundation has become quite the phenomenon.
How I knew.
Starting out as a website where you would share your SCPs and ideas, and has grown into a web-known idea, and has even gotten its own game. I Feel Fantastic. I Feel Fantastic is the first unknown and unsettling mystery from the internet on this list.
That's from
While
YouTube.
creepypastas were scary, they were nothing more than horror stories. This, however, is unknown territory.
This is
The
real
video
though.
consists of nothing more than a 3-minute long clip of an electric doll singing I Feel Fantastic, while there's some weird shots here and there. The description, however, is the Greek myth of Pygmalion, which is a story about a god who thinks that no woman on earth is beautiful enough for him, so he makes his own perfect statue. The lack of backstory and explanation to why someone would film that and then just upload it without context have left many people scratching their heads. There are
what? I don't even got nothing to say about that.
All from it being a serial killer trying to taunt us, to it being some kind of kink. 2 girls, 1 cup. Ah, this one is over. 2 Girls, 1 Cup is a pornographic film which depicts 2 girls shitting and pissing on each other, or in a cup. I think, at least. I never really saw the movie, even though my friend.
My God, this Arizona bottle is not even. It's tasting funny. It left a weird taste in my mouth now. It's tasting funny now. Like it ain't the cup, the one in the video, but like this is still technically a cup. Like this is still like this is bothering me right now. Even if they can, it's still technically like a cup, bro.
School. That's right, I never saw it. I'm one of the cool kids. This is of course some
2
kind
girls,
of
1 cup.
kink,
I don't even
which
want to talk
seems
about
disgusting to all those who didn't expect it to be a kink. And that is what most people didn't.
It's not even kinky.
This was a huge thing back in the day. Even my parents talked about it. But I would say that it was huge for another reason, other than shit and cups. I would say that this was the first time people experienced the abundance of things which are so weird that you would never see them in the real life. This was the first time people really began to realize that the internet is fucking weird. Elfagate is a term used with abundance of weird and non-child-friendly videos on both YouTube and YouTube Kids, which would be insane to show to children.
What?
These would be things like Elsa cutting off her own tongue, Mickey's child dies in a house fire, Spider-Man impregnates Elsa, and much more. These unsettling themes could be found in videos
just because they're using kids
the content of the
characters,
video
bro.
Like this started a whole debate surrounding the theme.
What, bro?
Is
Those people are sick.
Really safe on the internet? Also, YouTube themselves stepped in for once and made a lot of regulations. Obey the walrus.
I know a lot of people on the internet are sick. They think just because they're using freaking superheroes and children characters. I don't even want to say much, but that's just that one speaks for itself, bro. Why that one is just disturbing.
Unexplained videos that just kind of floats around.
They just try to use.
The main thing about the video is the weird, almost crippled-like woman who is seen walking around. The backstory behind this video is that an actual cult called the Walrus or La Morsa made this video. All who see it will have bad luck and all that usual stuff, you know. Unlike I Feel Fantastic,
I don't even know what
this video can be explained a bit better. The woman we see is Joanie Baima. Baima? The fuck are these names? Who calls herself Goddess Bunny. She got this shape because of the polio disease she got as a kid. She has nothing really to do with the cult or the video at all, actually. It's just made to scare people, and that's all. Nico Doga. Nico Doga.
I'm not gonna lie, I really feel bad for her, though. I ain't gonna lie. I'm pretty sure she didn't want to have that disease. Now she just considered like a horror, like a freaking just hidden thing on the internet. Like just considered something creepy because like of her disease and you know whatever.
It is filled with the things
I just feel bad for
Japanese
whoever she is.
Site, like anime, some more anime, and things are more anime and then a whole lot more of anime. Nico Nico differs
nothing wrong
from
with
normal video sharing sites like YouTube with the ability to post comments on the video while the video is playing.
Wait, what?
In Japanese though, but still. This gives a feeling of a close community since the videos can be so heavily influenced by every user on the site. While it may not be the most popular site in the West, since we can't speak Japanese, it's very popular in Japan. Bilibili. Bilibili is, what I've heard at least, a Chinese version of YouTube. And just like
Okay.
everything in China,
I didn't even get
it's
the
a
last
watered
one,
down
but,
version of what we have in the West. You see, in China they don't have YouTube because freedom, so they have Bilibili.
Hi.
It's just a Chinese YouTube
tough.
site where we can't say things like Taiwan or Uzbekistan. It's not really popular here in the West because
God.
you can't use it over here, because if you could, it would ruin the whole plan of it. Anti-piracy screen.
I never heard of that
When
in
you
my
want
life.
to play a
Billy,
game,
that's good to
you
know.
would usually just buy the game or borrow it, since that's the only real way to get a game.
Piracy.
Unless you're a criminal. Online piracy is the act of digitally downloading a game or a part of a game without permission from the authority.
Oh, so basically like ROMs and stuff. So basically just basically ROMs and so basically that means almost everybody was a criminal at one point. Oh, wow, ooh, I was doing that a lot as a kid. Ooh, man. I mean, I knew it was obviously illegal or whatever, but I'm like, yo, bro, it's not even that deep. I'm downloading freaking Pokemon Blue and Yellow, like a game from the late 90s or whatever, onto my phone for free and whatnot. I'm like, no, it's whatever. But they, like that, the games was not getting taken down or nothing, and like to this day, you can still download those games on those websites, and I don't even know if Nintendo's aware of it. I don't even know, but free ROMs for the win. By the way, that's all I gotta say. Free ROMs. Although I did hear they took out the Nintendo games from their website, from that particular website, because Nintendo knew and told them to take all that down. But yeah, Nintendo wasn't having that. But let's continue.
The game would be free. It's still highly illegal because you just stole something.
Yeah,
It's
technically.
just straight up robbery.
You're downloading a free
To
game.
prevent this, or at least
you're
make
downloading
sure
the
that people knew they were playing a pirated game, they made anti-piracy screens. These screens would pop up if the game realized that it has been stolen. Usually it's just the main character from the game being sad or disappointed, with the text that says, "This is pirated, feel bad." One of my favorites is the Super Mario Party PS one.
I'm sitting here thinking, wait, are they talking about the NES? Wait. Are they talking about the ROMs, or just like people just actually downloading like the fake versions of the games or whatnot?
To fucking jail with the text, "Piracy is no party."
I don't even know.
Of course, people make some fake creepypasta ones here and there, but they aren't real. They're cool, but they aren't real. Live League.
That's crazy.
Live League is a video sharing site on the internet, which is semi-rare. You only really know this place if you're fucked in the head, or you have been sent something from someone who was fucked in the head.
I heard there's a lot
If you
of
don't know
gore
what
in
this
here.
is,
That's
please
just...
turn around and keep your innocence. Live League,
I heard
unlike
about
other
it.
videos
There's a
on
lot of
sites,
gore.
does not have any boundaries. It doesn't matter how gruesome it is, it's allowed. People being chopped up, soldiers getting killed in gore ways, or open eye surgery. Yeah, I've seen a few of those.
Why would they call it
Usually,
Live
if a
League?
link sends you to Live League, it's not those free V-Bucks you were looking for, kid. Twitch Plays Pokemon. Twitch Plays Pokemon is an actual social experiment on the streaming site Twitch.
What's so bad
The
about that?
experiment is that instead of a single player controlling the character through the game, it is a Twitch chat who controls it through the
Oh, yeah, I see. I've heard about this. I'm not gonna. I find this pretty cool, to be honest with. Although I did hear that it took literally the Twitch chat days to complete like just one game. To be honest, a Pokemon or
but
whatever.
everyone at the same time. The original game,
I heard it takes
Twitch
even
Plays
weeks.
Pokemon, was the classic Pokemon Red for the Game Boy.
I've seen
It
this.
ultimately ended in victory for the crowd as they beat the game.
I don't know how
thanks
they
to the
did this, but that's
chosen
tough.
six. Momo Challenge.
Momo
is an internet legend back in the days of 2018. And this challenge consisted of you sending a text to Momo, who would send back some dangerous challenge to do. These could be anything from attacking people, attacking yourself, or even just straight up killing yourself. Momo herself was only seen in a profile picture, which was this thing.
Momo.
This was, of course, nothing more than a hoax.
Obviously.
The challenge was nothing more than a
Stupid
prank
internet
and was
challenges.
never real. Momo wasn't real, the profile picture was some weird half-human, half-bird sculpture in Asia,
Well, what the heck is
and none
even
ended
that?
up actually killing themselves because someone told them to. There was a lot of tension around this, and it even went on TV a few times. The Pirates Bay. The Pirate Bay allows visitors to search, download, and contribute magnet links and torrent files, which facilitate peer-to-peer file sharing among users of the BitTorrent protocol. In more normal words, it's a place where you can post stolen and pirated things. It is the most known place for watching things that you usually wouldn't be able to. Local 58.
Okay.
Local 58 is another creepypasta and also a web series which can be found on YouTube. The web series is about a TV channel named Local 58, which is constantly hijacked by weirdos who send surreal imagery and videos on. The whole web series is actually just one giant surreal experience. It doesn't really have a solid script or plot, so each video is just focused on trying to scare the viewer. It does have some symbolism and constant reference to the moon, but that's just the theme, I guess. Username 666.
I don't get. Okay.
Username
I don't know how that's gonna be scaring
666
people,
is an
but
old creepypasta about the old days of YouTube.
oh yeah, I've
the
heard
old
about this
days.
one.
Remember to rate.
This was in the YouTube. This was in the other. You know what I'm saying? I did a whole another Iceberg. It was called. What was it called? Oh, this YouTube Iceberg Explained. If you guys haven't seen that video, go ahead and go check that out.
5 stars.
After this
It's
video,
about a
obviously.
user called
That video
Nana
was also a banger
trying to
too.
find another user named plainly 666. When there is no real satisfying result, she refreshes the page over and over again until the whole site becomes demonic. If you search for 666 now, you aren't gonna find anything at all. It actually got so popular that she made a sequel. The story itself has made a lot of theories, one being that user 666 was actually a real YouTube page, which, when opened, would give you a virus that turned all your symbols into sixes. Fun.
Okay. Okay, this one it gets. Yep, it's getting bad.
Blank Room Soup.
Oh my god, I heard.
Blank
oh,
Room
man.
Soup is not a creepy corner of
Rip
internet.
RP to this guy.
This is, however,
This guy
both
got.
a mysterious video, a creepypasta, and an internet legend all at once. The video is a short and mysterious one. It depicts a man eating.
Heard this guy was
soup
eating
while
human
two
remains.
dolls walk closer to him. He slowly begins to cry while the dolls comfort him. There is a lot of theories behind this one, all from it being killers taunting their victim, a man being force-fed to eat human soup. This, like many other mysteries on the internet, is no mystery at all. These dolls were nothing more than characters from a play which got stolen. The video is a thief's way of taunting the owner of the suits. The man crying is
That's
most likely
just
supposed
wrong.
to be a representation of the owner of the costumes. But the soup is a weird addition, I would say. Blue waffles. Blue waffles is a very serious disease.
Whoa.
Nah, it's not. It's just a way of tricking people into looking at disinfected vaginas. Blue waffles was one of those things.
That's why I
you
heard
trick
it.
your
That was
friends
something in
into
middle school. I'm
watching,
like, wait,
making
what?
them think it was something cool, but in reality, it would be nothing more than a mess. A bit like Two Girls, One Cup. It was way popular back in 2008. The Christchurch shooting. So, if you've never forgotten it,
Somebody shot
back
up a
in March
church?
2019, an Australian man opened fire on 2 Muslim mosques in the New Zealand city of Christchurch, where 49 Muslims died. The reason
I
why
don't know
the
what those
shooting
people
is
could
on
have
the
done,
internet
but
Iceberg
like, come
is
on,
because
bro.
of his close ties in many corners of the internet.
Shooting at
He
innocent
live
people.
streamed his shootings to Facebook, and he played popular meme songs in his car, like Remove Kebab and one of PewDiePie's songs. Other than that, there isn't really that much more to talk about. Some have dubbed him the murderer shaped by the internet. Lemon Party. Lemon Party is a thing you should almost look up yourself. Go on, do it. Did you do it?
No.
Well, then you
I did
clearly
not.
haven't learned anything from this video. Yeah, lemon pie is another one of those terms which you can use to trick a pal into searching for. Well, you could back in 2008, but still. Lemon party was supposed to be a different kind of party, you know? But it's just a word for old guys fucking. 112 Dirtbag. 112 Dirtbag is the name of a
Thank God I did
YouTuber
not search that
with only
up.
one
Thank
important
God.
video. It is.
Yeah, I was not about to search
one
that
of
up.
the
I knew it
most
was.
dark videos
I knew it was
on
gonna be
the
something
internet.
just dirty,
Not that much
something
because
nasty.
of what's in the video itself, but because of the backstory of it. On February 6, 2004,
I heard
Marlon
about
Ray
this
went
too.
on a drive through New Hampshire when her car crashed. Even though the car was found, Maura was never seen again. Countless investigations and searches have followed this event, but nothing has really come of it. Nothing came up, and nothing has come up for almost 17 years. She vanished into thin air.
Damn.
On the 8th-year anniversary of its appearance, a video called Happy Anniversary was uploaded to YouTube by the user 112dirtbag. The video was nothing more but an old man laughing, with a wink at the end and a title. What's important to note is that the channel had some ties with her disappearance. Maura disappeared on Route 112, and the father of Maura has called the abductor a dirtbag several times in their interviews. Is this the abductor haunting the world, or is just an insane man making some dark jokes? Just like Maura's disappearance, this is probably gonna be a mystery forever.
Oh nah, I heard about that. Apparently they went into they basically found that guy or whatever, and then they basically found out that guy was cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Like he was just a weirdo or something, and he just, I don't know. Apparently that video has actually nothing to do with the Maura disappearance or whatever. Like basically the cops were, you know, I said they did a whole investigation of that video, and they met the guy, and they just found out he was weird.
An interesting channel on YouTube.
I don't know. I'm just going by what the other YouTube Iceberg saying. The same YouTube Iceberg video I saw about.
Was kind of extraordinary.
Yeah, I saw about that same one.
It would post frequent.
Make sure to watch if you haven't.
Blue and red bars was flashing from shape to shape, while a weird beeping noise could be heard in the background, changing in pitch just like the shape would flash. These videos were spammed out, some being 10 seconds long, while others would last
I heard about
hours,
this too.
all being uploaded with almost no time in between. It used to be a mystery, but Google themselves went out of their way, saying that it was a way of testing YouTube's graphics and volume quality. This used to be
They
clouded
posted
in
600,000
mystery. A lot
videos.
of theories behind it, like some saying it was a result of a madman, while others would say that it was aliens.
Of course.
Alan Tutorial.
Of course people will say that.
Alan Tutorial is a web series on YouTube and Twitter made by Alan Resnick. The web series itself is supposed to depict a young man with a possible autism who was obsessed with making YouTube tutorials. He isn't very good at them though. There are things like how to lift a chair and stuff like that. Eventually he ends up running away from the home, and then, well, that would be spoilers, but I would recommend watching it actually. It's pretty good. Most people who stumble upon this without knowing it was a series or fake got pretty spooked. Some people thought that the events in the videos were real and it was all happening. Some more intelligent people say, oh yeah, how did he upload that while he's so long away from home? It definitely became popular, with the channel getting 184,000 subscribers and the most popular video having 2.5 million views.
Damn.
AOL. AOL
184,000
is
subs?
an American online
My
business.
dude made it.
That's also what it stands for, America Online. AOL was one of the first.
I remember
back
AOL.
in the 1990s.
I'm not gonna lie, AOL was a little bit before my time or whatever. Like by the time I was already like a little kid, AOL pretty much just went into obscurity. But I do remember hearing the freaking dial-up sound for AOL, for the AOL, bro. I still remember it to this very day. My dad was using AOL when I was going to his house as a youngin or whatever. But even when I was a kid, AOL wasn't it pretty much, you know what I'm saying, it was like nobody was using AOL. It was just like my dad was using it. Even back then, my dad was even for the time, my dad was old, like he was considered a boomer or whatever, even in the early 2000s. But that's besides the point. Let's continue.
All you needed: email, a web portal, a message provider, and more. But probably the best and most memorable thing provided was the dial-up. See, that is something I am too young to remember. MSN.
I remember
or
MSN
Microsoft
too.
Network is a web portal. It is a web
I
browser
wonder if
which
people
many
out there
installed
still
as
use
their
that.
primary search browser, even though they only use it to get Google. And that's it. It's just a web browser which people use. Battle of Dream Island.
Dang, MSN is so old, it's underneath the iceberg. Time flies, bro. When I was a kid, MSN was Google, bro. Back then, I'm pretty sure this is even before Bing was around, bro. Literally, the two search engines was Google and MSN, bro. Like, oh my god, now MSN is so flew to obscurity that people don't even know what. Like, it's considered under an iceberg, bro. It's crazy, bro. Time really,
Battle
wow.
of Dream Island is a web series created.
I mean, at this point, if you using anything other than Google, then that's just like what? It's what, bro?
by Jack and Jellyfish
I don't know.
on YouTube.
I don't know
It
what you're
revolves
doing.
around a bunch of anthropomorphic objects who are competing in a competition to win a grand prize of Dream Island, a luxurious island. It's
Ah,
a show
man.
that also aired on Cartoon Network, but was most known on YouTube. No, I don't know why it's on here. It doesn't have any deep lore, it just kind of came on here.
Ah, that's
So this
weird.
man. Have you seen this man?
I've heard
dreams
about
even?
this guy.
I
heard
haven't,
about this.
but apparently a lot of
I
people have.
haven't either, but
This
yeah.
was a huge phenomenon which started back
Never
in
seen him in my life.
2006.
But before the
It
picture,
basically started with
obviously.
some people realizing that they had seen the same person in their dreams before. As they began to ask
I
other
wonder how they
people about
drew
it,
him
it
well.
turned out a lot of people actually have seen that man in their dreams. This, of course, spread like wildfire on the internet, with a bunch of people saying that they've seen the same man in their dreams. Most cases didn't perceive him as evil or even scary, but just as a guy who was in your dreams. And of course, a lot of theories have been risen about this man. Some say that he is what the mind perceives as the average man, some say he's a demon, some say he's a man trapped in the dream world for some reason. Others even say that
What?
he's God. I mean, sure. This is a mystery
What?
which have not been solved yet, and probably never will be. Is this man truly something unusual, or is he just nothing special at all?
Dang, what the heck is that picture? Wait, what is this? Is that a girl's head cut off holding a, or is that somebody's head underneath their dress? Who would do that, bro? RP to her spine, bro.
Sad Satan. Sad Satan is a PC
Why would they
game
do that to
built
themselves,
in
like-
Engine, cool name, which first appeared on the YouTube
RP
channel
to
Obscure
whoever's-
Horror Corner
RP
on
to his
June
spawn.
25th, 2015. This game has a long story. It's basically being a YouTuber got the game from an anonymous subscriber who said it was from the deep web. And from that day forward, a lot of speculation happened. Some people did not trust the game because of rumors of it having child pornography, intense gore, and viruses that would damage the computer so much it would not even work.
I heard
We
about
do
that.
know for a fact that it can destroy a computer, as some guy
Child
recorded
porn.
it being destroyed,
Man.
basically. This was nothing more than a copy
just
of the actual
disturbing.
game, and it was just a virus, I guess. Even today, this place is a weird one. The YouTube channel was abandoned, some rumors were not explained, and we haven't even talked about the game itself yet. Chris Chan.
Every page, every word
I heard about this guy.
on the discussion
I saw a
page.
whole documentary about him.
Oh yeah, this is a classic.
It's
Chris
honestly
Weston
disturbing.
Chandler, better known as Chris Chan, is an internet legend. You might
Yeah,
have heard
he
of him
is.
since he has become quite popular with time. He aged like a fine wine. Chris Chan is known for being a weird, disillusioned man-child who is known for his comic, I guess you'd call it, called Sonichu, which is just a combination of Sonic
Yeah.
and Pikachu.
He's like the
That's
biggest Sonic fan of all
He made a
time.
medallion out of it, which he wears proudly. Well, until it got destroyed, but I guess he made another one. The comics
I'm
are nothing
done.
more than childlike drawings and images of Sonichu and Chris himself. His biggest goal in life is
I
to get
do-
a girlfriend. And even though I can see where it's coming from, he gets a little too, intense. He would do anything to get a girlfriend. Luckily for him and his ignorance and low IQ, he could get one. All three, which were all scams. Poor guy. He also did have a lady friend which he fancied until she got creeped out and left, and then he
Yeah,
made a
she
comment
wasn't
of her
having
getting
it.
violated or something. There is generally so much to talk about when it comes to this man that I would recommend jumping deeper down to the rabbit hole.
I mean, he clearly has a disorder or whatnot. But, like, bro, I'm not gonna lie. My dude, it just seems like my dude didn't grow up mentally, bro. Like, my dude was probably, like, in his 20s. He's probably what he was in his 20s or 30s or whatnot. But, like, he still has, like, the mind of, like, a freaking 5-year-old or whatever. Like, Sonic Chew, like, come on, bro. Like, are you serious? And then you asking for a girlfriend. I don't know. Maybe some girls are into that. I don't know. Like, I'm not a freaking femanologist. Like, I'm not a doctor when it comes to knowing what females like. But I'm pretty sure it doesn't involve things like sound chew or whatnot, and just the way how this just do this. Like, I don't know. If you guys want to see the Chris Chan documentary, I suggest you go ahead and check it out. I swear there's probably like over 30 parts of this guy, bro, and every video gotta be like an hour long or something. Like, I'm not gonna lie. I seen part 1 of it, bro, and I was like, but that's all I had to see. But I just went in and I decided to watch more parts of the documentary because why not? Like, I don't know. I got hooked into it. And it's funny how I discovered them, because I discovered them literally while I was working out. And then I was just literally looking for music to listen to while I was working out. And then a whole documentary about this man right here popped up. And I was just like, bro, what is this? I thought I seen everything on the internet, but guess not. At least on YouTube.
Chris Chan is known to be the most documented man in history. So you just go right ahead and find something out. Okay.
Apparently he classifies as a woman now, so...
Way of the mind. This is a less known creepypasta, but still a very scary one. This story is about how a group of scientists want to communicate with God. They had a theory that the 5 senses were nothing more than the feelings that clouded the direct passage to God. In other words, if you remove the 5 senses, you could talk to God. The scientists did find an old man who wanted to volunteer to the experiment, since he had nothing more to live for. They took away all his senses through surgery, basically leaving him alone with his thoughts as the outside world became closed off to him.
Oh
he could
no,
still
that's
communicate through mumbling, since he could still move his muscles, but his taste, smell, eyesight, hearing...
So basically all he could hear was his thoughts.
The man slowly began speaking to the dead, being able to directly communicate with his dead spouse and some of the scientists' dead family members. After slowly going mad for weeks with threats from the dead and wanting to kill himself, he went limp, and he was still alive. After about a month of the experiment, the man turned toward the scientist, looked him directly in the eyes and said, "I have spoken with God and he has abandoned us." He died right after. Monkey hate.
That's creepy.
Monkey hate is a weird thing that has happened on YouTube a few times.
Oh yeah, I've heard about this too.
On YouTube, there are playlists of
this one's just messed up, to be honest.
From rope to rope, you know, big monkeys.
There's a whole community of people that hate monkeys, bro. That's just
and slightly horrifying. The comment section is filled with hundreds of people talking about how they want to kill those monkeys and hurt them and torture them. Should have wanted to swing them by the tail and violate them.
I can't get enough of this stuff.
This is a weirdly unexpected thing coming from people. I mean, you wouldn't think people just hated monkeys all of a sudden, but apparently everyone does. Iomando.com. So Amando is a weird one. It's not really something deep or creepy. It's just a platform that grants users access to electronic devices like smart fridges or computers.
I've never heard of that.
Not very deep, but it's there. Logo editing.
That's cool.
So this one confused me a bit.
So they even have
just editing logos.
Unknown apps.
But the maker of the Iceberg,
very unpopular apps on here.
He said the following: there's this obscure community on YouTube that like to edit logos you would see before movies or TV shows. Some even being obsessed with the logos. Hanging Munchkin footage.
What?
The Hanging Munchkin is an urban legend from the internet. It talks about how there can be seen a hanging dwarf at the end of the Wizard of Oz movie. When the characters walk down the yellow path, what seems to be a hanging munchkin can be seen in the background.
What?
People wondering what this is, if it was a real prop or an actual munchkin or an actor who died. Many have been speculating about how it's fake or true, and it has divided many people.
I don't know what,
Clearly,
and I don't know what the director of the movie will put that there,
fake.
but
Can you believe it?
okay.
They obviously didn't
obviously.
need a paper that dead actor in it in the film.
Why would it leave a dead actor in the exactly?
Sam Peppers.
Oh man, this
Sam
guy.
Peppers was a popular YouTuber back in the days, known for his prank videos, which I guess were pranks, just very extreme ones at that. They were more or less videos where he would harass people on the street and just say, "It's a prank, bro." You know, comedy back in 2016.
Yeah, that was basically a
was
meme.
Kidnapping and Killing My Best Friend video, where he kidnapped his best friend, faked a hostage scene, and finally acted like they were being killed in front of his best friend. You know, it's a prank. He got a lot of backlash from his videos, and he did do an actual apology, and I guess it ended in a kind of happy ending. Gamergate. Gamergate was, or I guess is, a controversy that started all the way back in 2014. The whole of Gamergate was a critique against gamer culture, in that it was related to hatred of women and sexism. This went in a weird way, where there would be people who said that gamers generally were bad against women, and then people who were gamers said that they didn't really have anything against women. Even though there were and still are a lot of people who both hate women and are gamers, there's still a lot of them that aren't. I mean, gaming is a giant hobby, so call them all out because some are sexist is kind of weird. And it definitely was. But at the very least, we got bully hunters out of it. Now that's what it's all about.
Okay. Let me read the brine peppers. Okay.
Roro-chan.
Whoa, nut jar.
Roro-chan,
What?
1999, was a 14-year-old Japanese
R.I.P.
live stream and content creator on Nico Nico who was obsessed with being popular. She wanted to be a legend in her own words. She wasn't very popular through her career and usually just played piano and sung along on some songs, which didn't gain that many views. She eventually got so desperate for views, which led to her performing loads of dangerous stunts like running through traffic. She was so desperate that it led to her fate. On November 24th, 2013, she went out on a balcony in hopes of becoming a legend. With a faint "I'm scared," she jumped off the building, camera in hand.
So she literally killed herself for clout. She wanted clout so bad that she even killed herself for it. I thought it was for something. I thought it was because she was depressed or something. Like, I mean, but then again, the other YouTube Iceberg explained video, they didn't really tell us why she killed herself. I just tried to put two to I mean, it wasn't even the Iceberg video. I think it was some other. It was another Iceberg video, but I didn't react to that Iceberg video or whatever because I seen the video. It was a fire video nonetheless, but like, I thought she killed herself because she was just depressed. But no, she wanted clout. She killed herself for clout. Wow. No comment. All I gotta say is keep putting the work in, and then she probably would have got there by now. I mean, she did become a legend, alright. After death, but
She fell to her death.
she did become a legend
She
after.
began to gain popularity back in 2019 and 2020, where her story got
I
told.
guarantee you, she kept on putting in the
Way,
work. She would
it
have
actually
made it into whatever she was doing.
Chip-chan, Pillochin
She
Entertainment.
kept on putting in work.
Chip-chan is a weird and mysterious person.
That's why this channel
Not
called
only is
Bossy
her
puts
life
in
held
work.
in mystery, but so is her backstory and popularity. Chip-chan has said herself that she has been stalked by a corrupt police officer named simply P. She sleeps for about 20 hours a day and only leaves her home to get supplies and join protesters. Apparently she records herself while she sleeps, since she doesn't know what happens and is afraid that P is stalking and doing things to her.
What?
And I would say that she's just paranoid, but we don't even know that about her. She's clouded in mystery. Brian Peppers.
Okay,
Brian Peppers is a
there you
weird
go.
looking sex offender from Ohio.
Oh man, I seen
And
this guy's
that's not me
face.
being mean, that's what he's known to be. Brian Peppers has an apparent genetic disability which has led to his
How do you even let somebody? I don't know. Imagine you getting. Imagine you getting. How you get molested by this 2 foot? I don't know. I don't know.
weird looks, which has made him popular.
How you let somebody like this
Mean
do
around
you like dirty
2005,
like that? That's all I gotta
People would
say.
use him as a punchline, mostly calling him a sex god. My Little Pony cum jar. Did I just say that? Do I even want to research this?
Whoever made that is sick.
Well, I guess I have to.
They're sick.
Oh. I'm gonna fucking vomit. Oh my god. So apparently some
I'm
guy
not
on
even going to
4chan
attempt to search that.
4chan
Of
made a
course, yeah, of
challenge.
course it comes from 4chan.
He was challenged by himself to fill a jar with a My Little Pony in it with as much cum as possible. Safe to say, from the little research that I did, because why would I research that? The guy actually did it. The madman has done it. I hate everything now. Lasagna Cat. Lasagna Cat is
Disgusting.
another web series on YouTube which started back in 2007 and ended in 2017. It was depicting a
Went on
live
for
action
10
version
years.
of Garfield. The first few episodes are pretty normal with it just being a Garfield parody, but it eventually turns into a horror. But a comedic horror. It was a part of that whole weird Garfield joke trend where people would make fun of Garfield's dry humor, which has gone on since Garfield first came out, because the humor is dry. Blue Whale Challenge. Blue Whale Challenge is basically the Momo Challenge, but a Russian. The challenge itself was just a bunch of smaller challenges which would be completed in a span of 50 days. They would get harder and harder until self-harm was introduced, and then finally, you would commit suicide. This swept over
What?
Russia in 2016, with people linking the challenge to many teen suicides. This was nothing more than a myth, and no actual suicides have been connected with the challenge. It became quite a phenomenon in many Eastern
Yeah,
countries.
nobody was actually going
but
to
it
kill
never really
themselves
went
for a
anywhere
challenge,
else.
bro. I hope nobody was sick in the
Sally
head enough to do
Acorn
that.
sex doll. So the Sally Acorn sex doll was a sex doll someone made of the Sonic character Sally Acorn. It was
Oh
actually
my
made with great detail, and there was a lot
god.
of effort that was put into it.
Oh my god, ain't no way. Ah man, ain't no way you just did my childhood like that. Ain't no way you just did that. This Sonic character, oh my god. So, wasn't she like in the old Sonic comics or something like that? Sally? I didn't even know that was her last name. I'm like, who the heck is Sally? Like,
You don't know if it's fair or worse.
as soon as you said the Sonic
Even
character,
though
I'm
making
like,
a real life
bro,
sized
what?
sex doll of a Sonic character is pretty weird, it becomes weirder because of course it does.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
The worst thing about this doll is that the skeleton of the doll was rumored to be a real skeleton.
What?
A real human skeleton. Now that right there is a fate worse than hell. Some say it's real, some say it's fake, but I'm 100% convinced that it's pure degeneracy.
So it has a skeleton inside? That's just, dang. And that picture is creepy as heck.
1444.
That's just
1444 is a
that's
cursed
just
video that can be
nasty.
found on YouTube, Twitter, Vimeo, TikTok, and more. The video is only 17 seconds long and depicts a Russian man committing suicide or blowing his own head off with a shotgun.
Oh
Some
my
took it as
god.
a challenge to watch the video all the way through, while some just
Rip.
shared the video around the web because why not?
Yeah, it's the
Yeah,
internet.
it's nothing more than a man committing suicide. Lovely.
Yeah, it's just...
Birth in nature.
I mean, you can't just say it casually like that. I mean, I get it. He commits, like, I get it. There's probably a bunch of people that have done that on the internet, but come on, bro. He committed suicide, bro, and showed it. Like, he literally showed his brain matter splattering everywhere. Like, come on, bro. You can't just make it light. R.I.P., bro.
Generally, natural birth is just human birth without any type of pain relief.
You can't even just say just.
Not even a doctor.
And then you say that
It's
after, bro.
just
I
natural
don't know, maybe
labor and pain, baby.
people see a bunch of that on the internet.
What this iceberg refers to is a video on YouTube of a woman just giving birth in nature. So just a person giving birth.
That's not
on a
even safe
stream
for the baby.
on YouTube with 90 million views. Why the fuck does it have 90 million views? Why don't 90 million people watch that?
Why? Is it?
I wouldn't know anyone who'd watch that. Why would you watch that?
That never
Camera
popped. That has never popped up on my
Camera
YouTube
head
recommend
is
in
not
my
only
life.
a
Like,
creepypasta, it's a lost creepypasta. And that makes it even more
why
scary.
would 90 million
Camerahead
people want to
is
see that?
generally a story behind
90 million
man
people saw that
thing.
video and they was like, interesting. This is good content right here. Like, it's like, what? Why would you even want to see that? It's just a woman giving birth in like a forest or something.
Madness after he not only discovers, but kills a previously unknown creature known as the Cameraheads. He finds a lost bag in nature which was filled with stuff about them, like
What the heck?
camera,
That's just
sketches,
creepy.
some videos, and he later gets stalked by them because he found them. He uploaded to 4chan with
The
the
heck
story
was
is
that?
now.
That flash.
Cameraheads are also linked with many things like alien sightings and the likes. So if you want to research some bullshit, here's your chance. The Red Room. Red Rooms are alleged sites which can be found on the dark web. These sites are made only for live streams but have a public chat as well. However, it's not Pokemon they're streaming. In these rooms, people get tortured and brutalized, while the people watch on, commenting on how he should be whipped, sliced, and cut. These people being killed, more or less, could be anything from kidnapping victims, POWs from the Middle East, or even volunteers, although most people doubt most of them are volunteers. Red Rooms are a weird phenomenon which people aren't really sure if they're real. You don't want to share it if you're a part of one, and you don't want to check it out for yourself. Jonathan Galindo. Jonathan Galindo, also known as Curse Goofy, is a man with a weird-looking goofy face mask. Galindo is another blue whale-like challenge, which supposedly leads to suicide. This one is from 2019 and 2020 though. It surfaced on Twitter and TikTok, but it didn't go further than that. However,
And this is
teams are still
recent.
keeping this challenge alive with fake accounts offering to play the game. This usually gets met with memes in Russian. 4chan found a terrorist base. So, some members on the political incorrect board on 4chan has for a long time tried to fight ISIS in Syria. Well, good for them, but how? Generally, people dig down on maps and other anonymous sources. Some look at ISIS propaganda videos and the like to find resemblance between them in the pictures and
Of course,
footages
4chan, but
find a
4chan
link.
is just, I don't
They
even
then
know.
pass the info onto the Russian government, which then tries to attack them. The thing is that the Russians already knew they were there, so 4chan just pressured them into firing the missile. But it worked. 4chan is taking down terrorists. Looks like 4chan isn't that bad after all. The guy who married Twilight Sparkle.
That's actually
When
good.
people say that people on the internet are loners,
They heroes
they
low
usually
key
don't
for
know what
that.
they're talking about. But when it comes to this guy, then they're right. My God, they are right.
Maybe heroes.
Actually, I think
They're really
these guys
heroes for
think
that.
enough when they say that. So some extreme loner on the internet decided to marry Twilight Sparkle, which for you uncultured people are a fucking pony. This motherfucker just married a fucking plushie of a horse.
Wait,
With
he
a ring and
married. Wait,
everything.
I'm not even gonna
Why?
go back. I heard marry a pony, and that's just bad. End of the line.
Nick Bates. If you thought that people
And
before
this
were weird,
audio is very
get ready
creepy.
and embrace yourselves.
Now this man's playing
Nick
backwards
Bates was an
music.
alleged pedophile and a
Of
grown
course.
man-child with rotten teeth. My God, even the British was good compared to that. Who got locked up in 2016
Whoa.
after having sexual intercourse and had a sexual chats.
Somebody just said, boom, just rocked them. Just one good time back in the day, bro. Some point, somebody somewhere in his childhood found so much of a weirdo that they just rocked him in his mouth, bro. I know his breath just, oh my God, it just smells like cottage cheese and just a public restroom bathroom. Like, it just smell like a park. You guys ever smelled a park bathroom, a public park bathroom?
Tried to hide it. In his own words,
Just literally, like, just throw the mouth away, just throw the tongue, the whole jaw, just throw everything away.
He thought that having sex with kids should be legal. But wait, as long as they consented. What a gentleman.
What?
We don't really know what has happened to him since, but he should be out of prison at this point. He most likely went to hiding as he finally realized what a moron he was. Pamperchu. Christ, the degenerates keep coming. Pamperchu is a 32-year-old man.
It turns out a lot of degenerate
kid
people
with
is on
diapers,
the bottom of this list.
pacifiers, and kids. Yeah, he's also a self-admitted pedophile.
Of course.
He's rumored to find used diapers in the trash, which he then microwaves and wears them, or squeezes them for pleasure. He has a daddy which acts like his dad for some kind of pleasure, I guess.
Yeah, you cannot make this up. You can't make this up. Yeah.
Funny.
People are sick in the head. You cannot make this stuff up.
With diapers on. He doesn't show any type of disability, so I guess he's just a full-on degenerate. My God. He also
Yeah, he's
has
just
a
a
YouTube
full-out
channel where
weirdo.
you can see that he lives in absolute filth. He has a diaper collection and just layers and layers of weird shit. Goat worshipper. Goat worship is generally a satanic ritual where people pray to a half-goat, half-humanoid creature in hopes, but that is not what this is on the Iceberg chart. It gets darker than that. Randy Prozac is a performance artist who has made a lot of dark art in his life. His masterpiece, however, was Goat Worship, a series of videos depicting experiments on mentally ill people. He had a whole series of videos where he would make nonsensical, surreal videos, all including some mentally ill, where they would do some weird things. Today, only one of these videos still exists since the others got deleted. This
It just sounds like the bottom tier of this list is a bunch of degenerates.
actors and artists making some art, but the insane brain of Randy Prozac is 100% real. On the internet, Randy's many other projects can be found, like animated shorts, music videos, all with a disturbing, surreal, and for some reason, also conservative feel. He has done a lot of things, and should still be making projects to this day. Satan's Sphinx. That Sphinx is a lost footage video and urban legend. It is said the content of the film was hidden away by the US government because it was too disturbing, even though it can be found on YouTube. It just shows weird
Okay, that's
pictures,
very
demonic
secret, okay?
worship, weird
That's very
wares,
secret,
and
alright?
generally just a bunch of weird, unexplanatory shit. This thing is kind of overhyped. Compared to the other cursed bastards on this list, it's not even that bad actually. Eratus. Eratus is a weird and mysterious entity on the internet.
Oh yeah, I
It is
heard
said
about
that
this
it's a
thing.
computer algorithm which can be used to remove copyright infringement.
I don't remember what
and
this
can be
was
used
about.
as a way of mass surveillance. It is also said that any company with Eratus in its search history will get locked down. Any mention of it should get you traced and destroyed, apparently. This is, again, fake.
Okay.
It is a conspiracy theory and an alternate reality game. Nothing more. But it does have a good picture. ToddlerCon. The final act of degeneracy. ToddlerCon
Oh, no.
is the combination of toddlers
I don't like that name.
and lolicons.
I don't like that
Yeah,
name.
fabulous babies. Of course, toddlers are nothing more than babies that are around 1 to 3 years old, while lollies are anime girls, usually very young at that, who are shown in a sexual manner.
Oh no.
It's pretty clear that there are a bunch of pedos on the internet and even more degeneracy. But this...
I see these type of characters all the time on the internet, bro. I didn't even know there was a specific name for them, bro. I never got interested into any of that little girl drawing stuff. I just did it. I always find that it's just like, come on, bro. Like, how you even?
This is way beyond anything I'd ever expected.
Like, I don't judge, but it's like, come on, bro. Like, why? Come on, why that category, bro? Like,
I want to burn this.
that's just dirt.
Well, I don't want to talk about forever. Well, there you have it. The Iceberg
Especially
got
this for this video right here.
It had scary things, disturbing things,
Alright.
degeneracy, and all three
That-
things at once. You
that
might
was
like
bad.
beforehand that the internet was a weird place, but now that you've seen it, it kind of feels weird. But again, I want to give a huge thanks to you / the best YouTuber for making this iceberg. It has a lot of good information on it. The placing was a bit weird, but overall, it was very good. Well, that was all. If you have any critiques or ideas, leave them
Alright.
down in the comments below.
I guess.
Well, see ya.
Alright, yo. This is gonna be the end of this video, yo. Oh my god. 1 hour. Over an hour long video. And yes, I was actually pausing. The video this time around, bro. And giving my own clear reactions to the video. So yeah. Alright, y'all. That's gonna be the end of this reaction video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video right here. This video was just very, very, very just... It was a banger nonetheless. The only thing, you know, the video was a banger. The only thing that got it messed up, you know what I'm saying, was probably the guy's not even accent. This dude needs this. He needs to invest. Whoever the maker of this video, if you ever do come across this video, you need this, my friend. You need this. If you ever come across this video, bro, I don't even know if you ever will, but you know, banger video nonetheless. Some of the stuff I actually did not even know before, and just as expected with this freaking iceberg, most of the stuff is just obviously really creepy, and most of these people need help. The one that probably got me is probably the Pikachu and diaper one, and there was many others that got me too, but like I don't even know, like I can't fit all of that in my head. You know, it's an hour-long video and whatnot, but the recent one that got me was the Pikachu and diaper one, and apparently that guy was not even mentally ill. He just like dressed as a diaper. Like, and the Sally one was just disturbing too, because it was like a real human skeleton on the freaking, I don't even know, the doll or whatever. Like, I don't even know. This video is just mad. These people in there need help. I don't even know. It's just really creepy and gory stuff they have on this iceberg or whatever, and I loved it. I really like this iceberg. This video did not let me down, but that's gonna be the end of this reaction video. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button, and don't forget to turn on post notifications so you get a notification when I post my next video. And also make sure to hit that like. Make sure to hit that like button if you haven't too, bro. The more likes we get, bro, the more the YouTube algorithm will jack us. So basically, the more people will be able to see this video, bro. But I love you guys. I'm gonna see y'all boys tomorrow. This video is gonna be a pain to render, bro. It's probably gonna take me legit all night to render this video. But like I said, I love y'all. See y'all boys tomorrow. This is Bossy. Peace out. I'm off this, bro.